Well, let's get right into it, fellas. Talking about motivational speeches. There's a team that definitely needs a motivational speech after Sunday night. I'm talking about the Jalen Hurts led Eagles and Tua. Tua definitely needs that motivational speech after that game, after that matchup, that first matchup, since they were both on Bama. And now the Eagles also got a trade off. They got a new safety on their team and a new wide receiver. We brushed up on that last week, but they got two new weapons on their team that can help them out this season. Um, hopefully for me, I hope neither of them does any good for them, but that's just me personally. But other than that, just being unbiased, I don't really think Julio Jones is that guy anymore. So I don't think he's necessarily going to do them any good. But as far as that safety pickup, I think he'll be a little bit more better than Julio Jones pickup. For them, I think he'll help them a little bit more than Jones will as far as their trades go. But also, I did see right before we started this, Jalen Ramsey's back for the Dolphins this week. So hopefully they won't give up 31 points again. But again, they're playing the Patriots this week, who don't really seem to click that well. But we'll see what happens. How'd y'all feel about that Sunday night matchup, though?
I would say that I thought that the Dolphins would have been a little bit more prepared. But as we are seeing this year, when the Dolphins go up against somebody real, they get a little bit exposed. Buffalo put up 40 plus. Philadelphia, once they finally turned on the Jets, no pun intended, because obviously the Jets play in the division. But once the Eagles, decided to finally turn it on, they shut down the Dolphins for what it's worth and put up the extra 14 points that they needed, even though Jalen Hurts did throw a pick six. The Dolphins getting back Jalen Ramsey. I don't know if you mentioned, I'm sorry, but yeah, Jalen Ram, they get Jalen Ramsey back this week against the Patriots. So that'll be good for them in their secondary. So they'll be able to match up against other teams going forward. I think that's what hurt them when they were going up against the real teams, because they didn't have, a cornerback like Jalen Ramsey's prowess, even though he's had a little bit of an injury bug over the past couple of seasons. But the Eagles attaining Kevin Biard, I want to say that's how you pronounce his name. That's going to be big for them. He's a two-time All-Pro safety, as well as obviously two-time All-Pro. He's going to be two-time Pro Bowl. So it's just another weapon to add to the Philadelphia team. And Julio Jones, even though he's not obviously Atlanta Julio Jones, he does still probably have the ability to take the top off of defenses, which Devontae Smith already was doing anyway. But you line up those three with Dallas Goedert as well. Jalen Hurts just has another weapon at his disposal, and we all know that Philadelphia likes to run those verticals. They can hit AJ Brown, they can hit Julio Jones now, they can hit Devontae Smith. There's a lot of guys that Jalen Hurts has, and as well as the tush push that everybody loves, or everybody in Philadelphia loves, everybody else around the league hates. So it's good for Philadelphia. Miami just needed another wake up call. We'll see what happens this week, going up against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. So I want to say good luck to the Dolphins, but I don't really bang with them like that for my own personal reasons.
Jesus Christ. I
Hey man,
mean, that's ridiculous.
what the Ben?
Nothing.
It has nothing to do with anybody on this podcast. It's just I can't really see the Dolphins succeed. It's just not my thing. Even though my grandmother loves the Dolphins, shout out to my grandma, but it's over for them. It's quiet for them boys.
I mean, I got them cooking y'all, but that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there.
I mean, they're really fast on the field, so I think if the Cowboys can get the Tua, I think we stand a chance. That's really where our bread is going to be buttered. We have to find a way to get the Tua, because if we cannot, it's going to be a very long day for the Dallas Cowboys. I will say that, objectively speaking. If we can't get the Tua, it's going to be a very long day for us.
Especially without Diggs out there. Yeah, it'll be a very long.
Yeah, that's really the big issue, because like I'm okay with Stephon Gilmore maybe checking Eric Waddle with having some help over top, but with
Wait,
him having to be lined up.
trade deadline's today, right?
No, we're coming up on it. It's Halloween actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have a week. They have a week. They have a week. So yeah, it probably won't
Yeah,
be
if the
any.
Cowboys,
Probably won't be anything crazy drastic till next week. It'll be after
if the
Sunday.
Cowboys, yeah. If the Cowboys are smart, they'll try to go out there and get Patrick Surtain. Apparently, Denver is offing up, um, the ransom. They're giving up all their players, so somebody has to make a decision in the front office in Dallas, either Jerry Judy or Patrick Surtain. I personally would want Patrick Surtain, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I mean,
something's got to
Patrick
happen. I'm
Surtain would
trusting.
be a good addition for you guys, but I don't feel like you guys have enough to give to be able to acquire him. Jared
Bro,
Judy, I feel like Jared Judy is a safer pick for Jones because he gives less. Like for Jared Judy, currently you probably could give maybe a third, maybe 2/4, or like 2/4 or a third. I should say it like that for Jared Judy.
Philadelphia has been robbing Tennessee for basically nothing. And they got an all pro safety and they got AJ Brown for next to nothing.
And
If the Cowboys
Derrick Henry's getting moved too. I want this to be known. Derrick Henry will be moved before the trade deadline.
are you putting that on
They already
wax?
said they were going to move him.
Okay. I
And
didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's news to me.
no, he said that was going into week 4. They had mentioned
Mm.
that they were looking to find him somewhere, and they were in talks with him to try to find a contender of exactly what would be suitable for where he would go. He wants to go somewhere that's going to contend and get to the playoffs. So the question is, who are they going to be able to trade him to that they're going to get value from? And granted, you have to also take into account his age as well, and also he's been running back. He's been running behind I don't even want to say decent. I'll say a mid offensive line currently. So and what who's quarterback there is Levis starting there currently,
I do
or
believe Will Levis will be starting this week.
I think Levis is starting this week, but he hasn't been starting the previous week. Is it who's it been?
No, he hasn't. No, he has not.
I forgot who it was, but besides that's
Hey,
neither here.
Tannehill. I think it's Tannehill.
Exactly. Yeah, that's who's still there, Tannehill. Um, So it's just gonna be interesting to see what unfolds during the trading deadline because, like I said, like you mentioned, teams are gonna get desperate for certain needs, especially depending on how the weekend falls. Like potentially maybe some injuries this weekend. Some people may not be healthy. Not final diagnosis on certain players for certain situations. So it's gonna be a lot of changing, in my opinion, that's gonna go down before Tuesday of next week, but a lot of that is going to go down right after Sunday night, like going into Monday before the game, and then all day Tuesday, you're going to have a lot of moves.
Oh, Jerry Steven, do something, please. We're tired of being stagnant. Make a move,
I'm
please, and
like
thank
I
you.
said, I can't see y'all giving up. Y'all got to think about it. What are you going to give up for PS2? PS2 is one the best defensive player Denver has. So what would you honestly think that you guys would be comfortable giving up? I'm really curious.
Couple draft picks. Couple draft picks.
What numbers are we referring to? We also have to. I want to pick your head.
If we got something,
Let's talk it into
second,
fruition. Let's talk it into fruition for you guys. I'm actually
bro.
at
There's no talking into fruition with the Dallas Cowboys. That's
Hit
the
him,
problem. But
hit him with the second and fourth round pick and call it a day.
second, fourth, and then another one in the future. Like next year,
that's fine. Next year, pick 2. Yeah, give it to him. Cool.
give him a
Give
second
us
round, give him a
Surtain.
fourth round. If we have him, and then give him another second in like 2025 or something, we can get that off. I mean, we have to do something, man, because Philadelphia Eagles, year in year out, they're just making moves
and did
to
y'all
become a
already pay
better
Parsons?
franchise.
Did y'all pay Parsons?
Not yet.
No, he's still on his rookie contract.
So you still got to pay. So that means if you get PS2, you got to pay Parsons. PS2's contract will need to be renewed before next year, if I'm correct.
There's got to be ways. There's ways to manipulate the salary cap, or you just take that penalty. We have the money for it, man.
Yeah,
These guys
Jerry
just
can
don't
get
want
it
to pay
done, man.
don't want to pay the penalty.
I'm just it's yeah, I'm hoping that something happens for y'all just for the sake of y'all sanity for once. It'd be nice to see y'all happy for once when it comes down to that, you know.